Here with Max Tarks of Underwood Boys Track and Field. Max, you are the 2023 WIC champion in the discus throw. Just give me your overall thoughts on how that sounds.
Pretty good. You know, I came in this hoping I would throw as good as I usually do, but the wind was kind of off today, and fortunately it stopped from my throws, and I was able to get it out. So.
Yeah, talk about the wind. Obviously, the elements are always a factor in Iowa in the spring, especially today. Talk about kind of your strategy going into that, knowing that it was going to maybe hinder you a bit.
So I kind of, as I worked in practice, I tried to work on my release and how I'd release it in different winds, because it can come from every different direction. It's different for every, the preferred release. So I worked on that a lot. Tried to prepare for whatever the elements could bring. So.
Yeah, just from the beginning of the year to now, obviously, what are some of the main things that you think you've improved upon?
I think my form's gotten way better. I think my focus has gotten a lot better, and just how I prepare for these meets. And I don't know. I think it's a good life lesson of learning this, because it's really hard. So if you can learn this, you can learn just about everything, is what my coach says. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, obviously, the season's not quite over yet. You still got a couple weeks left, districts, and then state qualifying. If you can get there, just kind of talk about what are some of the goals for the end of the season here.
Obviously, one of my best goals that I'm really trying to get to is to make state, and then try to PR at state is kind of my biggest goal, probably. Because I think if I can get there, I'll have the mindset to do what I need to do. So that's probably my biggest goal right now.
Absolutely. Well, congrats on the conference championship today, and good luck in a couple weeks at state qualifying. Here with Aiden Solias of Riverside Boys Track. Aiden, you're the champion of the WIC in the Open 4 and the 4x8. First of all, just kind of give me your overall thoughts on how your day's gone so far.
Right now I'm really excited with my day. I had 2 8s, 2 4s, so kind of a heavy work day, but able to push through it and get ready for qualifier, get my legs under me, and see what I can do.
And that Open 4, just kind of walk me through that race.
I know I had 2 guys that were going to be chasing me, Alex Rafflin and Carson Elwood. They're both really good runners. I knew on the backstretch the wind was going to push me a little bit, so I didn't have to save any back there. I just had to get to the wind and push through. So I just ran a race. My teammate Greg Jepson out in lane 7. I really just try and get up to him and then try and finish the race, and that's what I did.
Talk about obviously that competition with Carson and Alex. What's it like to have guys like that within your conference so you can kind of pace yourself with?
It's really good. I mean, Alex got out really quick in the 200, so he was somebody for me to chase in the first part of that race, which helped me a lot, I think. They're 2 guys we don't see often. They kind of go to bigger meets and we might go to smaller ones, but to have a chance to run against them tonight was really fun.
Obviously, this is just kind of a precursor for what's coming up in the next couple of weeks with the state qualifying and then state eventually. What are kind of your goals for those for these last few weeks?
Definitely qualify in 4 events and hopefully medal in 4 events. Came up a little bit shorter than last year than we expected. Got DQ'd, placed a couple places short from a medal, so I hope to go back up to Des Moines and redeem myself.
All right, Aiden. Well, congratulations on the performance today. Thanks for the time. Here's Lydia Erickson of Riverside Girls Track. Lydia, you are the Western Iowa Conference champion in the Open 2. Just talk to me about how that feels.
It feels great.
Yeah.
I was pretty tired, but feel good now.
Yeah, walk me through that race. How are you able to win that one?
Well, we had to start again because someone false started, but none of us actually heard, so we had to shoot the gun 3 times in order to go back. But I guess starting it, I knew it was going to be some pretty good competition between 4th lane, so Aaliyah Humphrey, 5th lane, Maddie Steckler, and Veronica Andrushkin in 6th lane. And I just knew that I had to get out fast, which I did, and then just catch all of them, because that's what I've been told I'm pretty good at doing.
Yeah, talk about, you and Veronica were obviously neck and neck in the 100 too. Just talk about kind of your guys' relationship. You guys seem to go back and forth in a lot of events.
Well, I know that Veronica's a really strong 100 runner, so she can get out fast and just push to her max quick enough. Me, on the other hand, it takes me a little while, which is why I'm better at the 200, because I can sustain my speed and keep pushing as I'm going. So I guess that's just kind of how we toss it up.
Yeah, and then obviously the relay is pretty exciting too. Just talk about that.
Yeah, so we ran at Drake. I think we're about 50th in state now, and so we're gonna go run it tonight. We switched up our lineup for it again, so Ellie Henderson will be starting, which she's good out of the blocks, and then Veronica will be running our 2nd leg, so she'll be running our backstretch. Emma is going back to our 3rd leg, and I'm still anchoring.
Awesome. Just talk about, obviously the WIC title is nice, but it's not the ultimate goal, especially for you guys and your team. Talk about that next week state qualifying. What are some of the goals?
Next week at state qualifying, we're planning on, I'm pretty sure, running our 4x2 and our 4x1. And then I'm not sure about other events that I'm personally going to be running. I'm not sure about other events that other girls are going to be running, but we're planning on getting our district meet title like we have for the past 2 years, and just trying to get as many state events to state this year.
Sounds like a plan. Well, Lydia, thanks so much for taking the time today. Congrats on the performance.
Thank you.